Welcome back to Fireside Yankees with your boys Alex and Ryan. So yesterday's game, we lose 3-2 against the Mets to open the Subway Series, and the lineup that I saw yesterday, I thought I was dreaming when Aaron Boone dropped that thing. Jahmai Jones leading off. I know he referenced a small sample size of action against left-handed pitching, and it's not enough to say, like, look, if you're going to use a tiny sample size to say this is why we should use this player. There's so many different things, like why did you not play Yorbit Vivas? You know what I mean? Like, why? There's so many other sample sizes we could call upon to justify decisions, but Jahmai Jones at leadoff, that was one I didn't expect to see. And then cleanup with JD Davis. I mean, look, I know we don't have like a ton of other like big like kind of hitters right now with Stanton still out, but I'd rather anybody else be batting cleanup than JD Davis, because the truth is that JD Davis freaking blows. And the Oakland Athletics DFA'd him before we ended up acquiring him. So, listen, nothing against JD Davis, but him hitting behind Aaron Judge and Juan Soto is how you lose baseball games. That is a recipe for L's. And this guy hit a double play and 2 strikeouts before they replaced him. And listen, I just don't think that kind of decision making. You're asking for losses here. You're asking for losses. All they had to do was walk Judge 3 times and let JD Davis do the rest. Like, what are we doing here, man? This is a freaking joke of a decision-making, joke of a roster right now. To be able to walk that out, like, what? If you're going to walk some crap like that out, I'd rather just see Ben Rice batting leadoff. Yeah, or batting cleanup. You know what I mean? Like, why are they giving Ben Rice a day off? He's like 25 years old, 24 years old. Let him play. Like, JD Dave, like, seriously? I mean, he's not playing at all. He hasn't seen any pitches. I really just don't get it, Ryan. I'm at a loss for words. I'm confused beyond belief. And I don't know if this is a message to the front office, like, we need support now. But this was an embarrassing lineup, like, all-time bad. I know you're obviously thinking in the same boat as I am, in the sense that this team looks gutless, emotionless at times. That decision making was like the cherry on top for me.
Yeah, look, I mean, I can understand sitting Rice after just kind of like looking a little lost at the plate, and I thought he put some good swings together. Like, he hit that ball 380. Like, I mean, I know the average is below 200, but I'm not really concerned about his I'm not really concerned about his future outlook, and if he's just a decent hitter, that's better than what you're getting from anybody else right now. So, I'll take it. I mean, JD Davis doesn't have to clean up if you're going to play him either. Like, he doesn't have to be the guy right behind Aaron Judge. I know Gleyber Torres really sucked this year, but like I'll take the at bats from Gleyber. Like, I'll take the Gleyber used to be good kind of thing, and like, or Gleyber Torres was good last year kind of thing, or Gleyber Torres is kind of hot over his last few games kind of thing, and I'll use that as justification to hit him fourth before I ever decide to put JD Davis fourth. The guy is a declining mid-30s infielder. Was he an interesting pickup? Sure. Was he better than like not having a 26 player? Sure. But I think at a certain point I was like, okay, this guy kind of stinks, right? And yesterday, I mean, look, I don't need Boone to tell the media that JD Davis looked like shit. I understand that that's not what he's going to do. But don't tell me he had good at bats and that Quintana was fucking slowing him down. Quintana threw like 4 curveballs in the dirt, and Davis swung over all of them. What do you mean sped him up and slow him down? He was throwing him curveball. The Yankees. So Quintana had 6 strikeouts yesterday, right? Jose Quintana can't strike anybody out. Jose Quintana. I'm gonna pull up the numbers right now, Alex. Jose Quintana has a 7.13 strikeouts per 9. And I'm going to pull up the strikeout rate, which is probably worse. It's 18.6%. He has an 18.6% strikeout rate. JD Davis managed to strike out against him 3 fucking times. 3! He managed to strike out 3 different times against this guy. And I get it. Look, he hasn't played in a while. He's not going to look sharp, whatever. Then why is he playing? Like, why is he playing? So, the only times where Jose Quintana struck out 6 or more batters were against the Padres, against the Astros, against the Cubs, and against the Rockies. The Rockies suck. The Cubs suck. This was before the Astros got hot. And the Padres are an up and down offense, right? I get it. Again, ups and downs in a season. It happens. But JD Davis, how do you strike out 3 times against the guy that you are facing because you quote unquote have an advantage? Quintana walked 5 Yankees yesterday. To hear Boone say, yeah, he was on his. No, he wasn't. He was just doing the same thing over and over again. Walk certain guys, get to Judge, walk him, get to Davis, get out of the inning. Also, I mean, Verdugo bunting with nobody out and one first and second to set up an at-bat for your rookie catcher in his second at-bat ever, his third at-bat ever, excuse me. How are you so bad that you can't, like, we brought in Verdugo because he should be cleaning up in those situations. Not hitting cleanup, but he should be, putting a ball in play to score runs or hit a single or whatever. Not to pass the baton to a guy who has never started a major league game in his life until that point. Is that excusing Narvaez for making some bad swing decisions? No, but is he a rookie making his first start ever? Yeah, like that is a rookie catcher. That guy doesn't play. He's never played at the major league level. He's never taken it at bat until this past weekend. Do you really have I just, God, man, how your key acquisitions are bunting over to get a rookie up in a big spot. I can't with that. Like that's bullshit to me. And then finally, I get it. Like, as you mentioned, Boone doesn't really have options. Can he make a better lineup? Yes, I think that he could have put together a better lineup. But like Brian Cashman, dude, look at the fucking product on the field, man. Look at the team on the field. Look at the guys. Look at how they're playing. They don't respond to wins. Every time they win, except for that one game in Baltimore on Saturday, they have lost after every win. This team is as close to turning the corner as they were 3 weeks ago. Brian Cashman has to make a trade. These guys aren't it. These guys are not it. A lot of these guys don't have it. A lot of these guys straight up don't have it. Luke Weaver screaming off the mound. Guy gets a huge strikeout. That's a turning point for you. Next inning, Gleyber chases a pitch for a strikeout. Verdugo, another feeble at-bat, another awful at-bat because he's an awful hitter. Wells works a walk. Wells, one of the... And look, I get the rest day. I actually support giving him rest because you have to play him today because Cole's pitching and you're not going to have Carlos Narvaez catch Garrett Cole. But, I mean, man, it does hurt to know he can't play every day. It really does hurt. It does. It does sting. And then LeMahieu comes up with another gutless at-bat, 3-1, and he gets a pitch up in his hands and he fucking swings because he thinks he's Barry Bonds and he's going to fucking crush that pitch. That dude, one home run, and that's all he has. That's all he has his name. One home run and a blowout win. Alex, this is gutless. Like, that's bullshit. Like, that's bullshit. You can't respond to any of these wins. You can't win big against Tampa Bay, do the whole, Soto hits 2 home runs, and then you can't respond with a win after. Judge, dude, I need him to come up with a big hit, man. 9th inning, Diekman serves him the pitch of the day, the only good pitch he had to hit all day. I need you swinging at that pitch, man. I need that pitch in the stands. I need you rounding the bases on that pitch. That's 95 down the middle. Frank the Tank fucking screams about how awful Jake Diekman is, and he carved up the Yankees because they don't have lineup depth. They don't. So, I mean, we're at they need a trade, Alex. They need to make a trade like right now. Today. Like as we're talking, Brian Cashman needs to complete a trade to improve this lineup because it's just not good enough right now. It's just not good enough.
Hasn't been good enough for weeks, months now. Honestly, it's just looking at the decision making, looking at the weak, feeble at bats. I know, kind of a spin-off here, but I know Jeff Passan said that the Yankees are open to the idea of moving Jason Dominguez and Spencer Jones, so they're listening. The idea of moving them are slim, but Dominguez needs to be starting in left field as soon as humanly possible. Right? Humanly possible. He can get the ball out of the freaking park at the very least. He showed what he can do over a small sample last year for the Yankees in the minor leagues, whatever it might be. This guy needs to be playing in left field. Even if he has a couple of issues defensively, his offensive prowess is going to offer the Yankees a bat that at least can do damage. Verdugo, like you said, feeble at bats. The occasional single or extra base hit, I know he had like an RBI yesterday. It's not enough. We can't harp on one single moment when the large sample size is suggesting that Verdugo's plummeting down these rankings, dude. He's having a career worst season in a contract year. What is it with the Yankees this year where they have 2 players that are having the worst seasons of their career in a contract year? You know what I mean? Verdugo and Gleyber Torres. What is going on with these guys? This is a player who's been around career average for 5 seasons. Why does he have an 87 WRC plus? Why does he have a sub 30% on base percentage for the first time in his career? Ryan, why is his batting average below 250 for the first time in his career? What is going on? with these guys? What is happening with them? They have no energy. They have no spark. They have no care. They're emotionless. They're gutless, as you're saying. Gleyber Torres, I mean, the dude, like, he's had a couple of okay moments lately, but again, 230 he's batting, 307 OBP, 90 WRC plus. He still stinks. I don't know where this team goes, but the second that Giancarlo Stanton comes back, he's got to be batting cleanup. And they need a leadoff hitter, man. They need a leadoff hitter desperately, and they cannot, and I mean cannot, use JD Davis in a prominent spot anymore. He is a number 9 hitter at the very most. The very most. The fact that he
should be cut
cleanup,
today.
He should be
cut today. I don't even I hate doing the whole cut this guy after an at bat or whatever. He should have been cut after the 3 strikeouts. He should be cut today. He should not be on the team today. Find somebody off the streets. Find somebody to come up for a couple games in your organization. He should not be on the team today. He shouldn't. The Oakland A's were like, yeah, this guy's no good for us. We don't need him on our team. And the Yankees pick him up. And look, again, I understood why they picked him up. They did not have another player to go to. He has a negative 10 WRC plus. He has a 44% strikeout rate. He's awful. It's over. It's done. His career's done. It's over. Let another team figure it out. It's not you. You're not figuring this out. It's not going to work. He is done. His career is done, maybe. I don't know. He stinks. He can't be a Yankee anymore. It's a disgrace the guy's a Yankee right now. He shouldn't be on the team. The Yankees sent down Jordan Vivas. Mind you, the Yankees are going to need infielders, right, Alex? So there's a thin infield market. They're going to need infield help. Instead of trying to find something in their young prospect in Vivas, they sent him down for who? JD Davis. I would understand if Vivas went down to bring back Stanton, right? Because it's Giancarlo Stanton. He clearly makes your team better. JD Davis, this guy's useless. This guy stinks. So, I mean, he can't be on the team, Alex. Right now, he can't be on the team. He's still on the team. So, I don't really know what to do. I don't know. I mean, I feel like we're sitting here, 22, what were we talking about? Oh, they got to get better. They got to figure it out. Second half collapse, this and that. 23, what were we talking about? In the middle of August, this team stinks. They're unwatchable. They're out of the playoff mix. Every summer this happens. This is now a pattern. This is a theme. This is what the Yankees do. They play like shit for a very long period of time and then tell you it's right in front of you. Oh, they're turning the corner. Boone's saying they're turning the corner after dropping that final game in Baltimore. They are a below 500 team since that point in time. They're 2-3, right? So was the corner turned? Because to me, Alex, when you turn the corner, you don't split a series with the fucking Rays. You beat them. When the corner's turned, you don't muster one run against that awful Mets bullpen. That Mets bullpen that every Mets fan you talk to thinks is going to blow a massive lead. You don't lose to them. You don't lose to that bullpen. Your pitching staff gave you 3 runs allowed. I know Tonkin served up what was a meatball special and honestly just a bad pitch, but you gave up 3 runs. You should win that game. It's Jose Quintana. It's not Tom Seaver. It's Jose Quintana on the mound. It's like Johan Santana with the Mets throwing a perfect game. You got to score more than 2 fucking runs. They had 14 base runners, Alex. 14. The theme of this team for the last 6 weeks has been they get runners on, and it's singles, walks. And, the singles and walks, you know what those are? Those are pitchers saying, if I walk them, it's 1 base. They're not driving. Because everyone else on this team isn't going to drive runs in. Only Judge and Soto can hit home runs. Here are the numbers for the Yankees outside of Juan Soto and Aaron Judge. A 299 OBP, a 372 slugging percentage, a 672 OPS. It's a 93 WRC plus. A 93 WRC plus without Judge and Soto. Now, I get it. Without Judge and Soto, the numbers are going to look way worse because Judge and Soto are awesome. They're incredible baseball players. But your average WRC plus cannot be lower than the Detroit Tigers. It just can't. It cannot be that outside of Judge and Soto. It can't. It straight up cannot. Wells is what? The 4th best hitter on this team? Right? Stanton's probably the 3rd best. Wells is what, the 4th best when Dominguez comes back? Is he the 5th best? Are you kidding me? Come on. You gotta, I need better than this, man. It can't be every fucking year we're talking about this. They need a left fielder, which maybe Dominguez fills that hole. They need a second baseman, they need a third baseman, maybe they need a first baseman, they need a bullpen arms, maybe they need pitching help in the rotation. They need a million fucking things. The Orioles need 2 starters and then they're set. The Orioles have been playing awful. And you could be in first place if you had any gut, any fight, anything. And I'm not saying these guys aren't trying. I'm just saying some of these guys don't have it. You can try and just don't have it. Verdugo doesn't have it. He just does not have it. He does not. I don't think Torres has it. LeMahieu most definitely doesn't have it anymore. They don't have it. This group currently doesn't have it. How many times has this happened under Aaron Boone? How many times has this happened with this core? I don't hate Aaron Boone. I don't try to put everything on him, but damn it, dude, it's been 3 straight years. 3 straight years where you play unplayable baseball for 3 or 4, 5, 6 weeks. It can't keep happening. It can't keep, if they don't do something in the postseason this year, something has to happen. Something's got to give. Because I'm watching the 2022 team all over again. They might be they're probably worse than the 2022 team, but I'm watching the same team all over again. It's the same shit. They still don't learn. It's crazy.
No, they do not. And, this is a problem that's been ongoing. They need support. We know this. Jeff Passan said the Yankees are going all in at the trade deadline. Well, we haven't seen much of that yet. They haven't made any moves. They want bullpen support. They want a big bat. They want this. They want that. Who are they willing to give up? How are they going to get these players with, limited capital at their disposal? They've nuked Everson Pereira's value. They've nuked Oswald Peraza's value. They're going to have to give up some of their young players they've been developing over time. This is a situation where the Yankees are going to have to gut their farm system if they want to actually get to where they want to go. They're going to have to gut their farm system, and because the guys on their roster have zero value, right? DJ LeMahieu, zero value. Gleyber Torres, zero value. Alex Verdugo, zero value. I mean, they've traded away Ken Waldichuk and Hayden Wesneski, and they traded away Drew Thorpe and all their top pitchers. They have Chase Hampton there, but what is there that's really enticing, right? I mean, Spencer Jones could be great, Jason Dominguez could be great, but they're going to give away their future, cost controlled future at that. So, it is going to be an interesting next couple days for the Yankees. We got you guys covered, but what we saw yesterday from Aaron Boone in that lineup was. That was a season low point for me. That was is this a joke? Is this arts and crafts? You're putting shit together and hoping it sticks. You know what I mean? JD Davis batting cleanup. I don't think I've ever seen a worse option there. I would have rather Gleyber or Volpe or anybody else play bat cleanup than JD Davis, because the truth is he hasn't seen barely any at-bats this season, and you're having him hit behind Judge. The Mets, and Luis Severino said the other day, this team has two good hitters. I'm not worried about anyone else. I will simply just walk Aaron Judge and Juan Soto. What did the Mets do? They simply walked Aaron Judge and won the game because of that strategy. Luis Severino hit it right on the head. This team has two good hitters, and that's it. You know what I mean? It's sad to say, but he was spot on. So we'll see if they can get some more good hitters, guys that can step in and actually make an impact and work some good at-bats. But the lack of balance on this team is a detriment. It's going to destroy us in any actual postseason performance. These guys don't have enough experience in the playoffs to actually make it work. So, we'll see what happens over the next couple of days. Got you guys covered as always. Always happy to answer your questions or, have a good conversation down below in the YouTube comment section. Make sure you like and subscribe as always. And we'll catch you guys on the next Fireside Yankees episode.
Perfect.